listen to me. Listen very careful. I want to tell you something. Early dates honesty plus truthfulness equals to trust. Today we are discussing about honesty in an early date. When it comes to honesty, what comes to your mind? Honesty is being sincere, truthful, straightforward, without hiding anything or without exaggerating and deceiving. So when honesty comes to your mind, what comes to your mind is that you and your partner or the person you just met, yeah, is about to reveal some important or vital information or history about each other. So there are many factors that will required or that you apply, or many features or steps that you apply before you be able to achieve this honesty in an early date. The first one is be real about the basics. What do I mean by be real about the basics? When you meet somebody, you have to start a conversation by making yourself clear. You have to state what you want clearly. It is not when you start the relationship, maybe at the middle run, you would like to now state your aim or your ambition or your objective towards the relationship. No, when you start the relationship, when you meet the person, you have to state the basic things you want from that relationship. For instance, if you are dating to find something serious about the person, you have to tell the person, I want us to start dating so that both of us will find if there is any serious things that will come out between both of us. Do you understand? So early honest or being honesty in early dates is very, very important. The second one is answer questions directly from each other. If, for instance, if the person asks you,
Have you been married before?
Why do you ask?
that is not the time for you to start giving many excuses. Just answer the question in a simple form or in a simple format, yes or no. I have been married before, or I have not married before. If the person asks you, why did your previous relationship ended so fast, or how many years did you last, you have to be truthful at that early stage. It is not a time for you to start lying. You have to be truthful at that early stage, and your answers must be brief. If the person asks you, have you been married before? Simple, yes or no. Maybe at long run, maybe relationship is up to 1 year, 2 years. That start giving the person reasons why the marriage ended. But do not give the person reason immediately that first date. You don't have to give the person reasons why the relationship ended. And remember, you don't owe anybody your life story in an early date. You do not owe anybody your life date or your life history or whatever that happened in the past in your relationship. But when the relationship have crossed like 1 year or 2 years, that is the time you can now open up. By then you have seen some maturity in that person's life, and you have seen the emotional capacity or psychological capacity in that person, so that you will not blow it out on early dates and the person will just disappear. So the third one is don't perform or exaggerate. Remember, you have to be truthful. You shouldn't allow the person to be the one to find out. No, don't live in that form. You have to be truthful. It is very stressful to maintain lies. Believe me, it is very, very stressful to maintain lies, because you need lies to maintain another lie. You need many lies, not even one. You need many lies to maintain another lie. For instance, if you tell the girl you're going out with that you don't smoke, and tomorrow you have the urge to smoke, you have to lie to the girl. Maybe you have to tell her that you want to go and pump your tire, or you want to go and see a friend, so that you will not go out to go and hide or look for a corner to smoke. Do you get me? So you have to be open. If you're a smoker, you have to tell the person I smoke, so that if the person insists on dating you, the person will know that you smoke. The fourth one is ask value-based question. You don't ask a random question in an early date. You have to ask question that is relating to a relationship, or that is relating to what you want. That is why you need to ask valuable questions. You don't need to ask the questions maybe you normally see on a movie, but ask questions that is relating to what you want and what you do not want. You can ask, what is the deal breaker of your life? Or you can ask a question, do you have anger issue? ask valuable question of the things you want. By asking that question, you are giving the person a signal of an openness from your heart, so that the person will know that this thing is what matters to you. When you ask a random question, the person might think that that question does not matter. So that is why you need to ask a relating question that matters to you personally. It's not a general question. The fifth one is hold boundaries. This is where I normally emphasize very much. Holding boundaries, hold it firm. Hold boundaries without game. This is not a time when in the early date or early relationship, it is not a time of game or playing games. You have to fix and state your boundaries clearly. You don't have to, don't forge, don't dodge questions that come as. We have to be specific. You have to draw line. That is setting boundaries. You have to draw line. You have to be truthful. Believe me, that small truth can make big truth easier later. That small truth can make big truth easier. You have to create that boundary. You have to set line. You have to set line. If you're a type that does not like a particular thing, you have to state it, so that the person will know that this person does not want this. You have to state it. Even if the person tell you, when we get to the bridge, we will know how to cross it. No, tell the person, are you willing to cross it now, not when you get to the bridge? Because some people will tell you when they get to the bridge, they will know how to cross it. But and finally, when they now go to the bridge, they won't cross it. Rather, it will not brings what? Divorce. That is why there are many divorces in our society today, because many people thought that when they now properly enter into marriage, that there are some factors, there are some elements they will not cross with love. No, at that point in time, you will not discover that the person might discover, not you might, the person might discover, or the person might think that he or she is in bondage. You need to draw lines so that the person will know, will have it at the back of his mind, that this is not so, this is what you want, and this is not what you want. You have to set boundaries. Do not joke with boundaries. Small truths early make the bigger truths easier later. Now, the sixth one is watch how they handle honesty. Now, this is very, very important. I know other factors are important, but this one, do not joke with it, because both of you and maybe have been in that relationship for like 2 weeks or 1 month, and both of you have shared your views, have shared your boundaries, ask important questions. Now, the final one is for you to sit back to see and watch if actually those truthful works or those things that people will share together, if they are doing it.